use Restor finish on this 1950s piece. I'm going to go a step further. In there, if we look, we can still see the little bits of the mildew still coming through. And even though it looks 100% better, there's still probably some very fine scratches, and it just needs that finishing touch. And the finishing touch is this. It's called Restor Shine. It comes in polishing compound form and in burnishing cream form. I use the compound first and the cream second. Now let me show you what I can do with this. I call it rather commonly, I call it rather coarsely, I call it car polish for furniture. It's not really, but it's a little bit like that. You remember the old days of kitten, I think they're still around, kitten number 1 and kitten number 2, well it's a bit like this. Your polishing compound is kitten number 1 and the burnishing cream is kitten number 2. This has got a slightly cutting motion, a very fine cut, and this one brings up the cream. The cream brings up the final gloss, the final finish. So let's start with this. This is the polishing compound. Pour it onto a cloth, and this time going in a circular motion, I'll just select a piece of it, and I'll just do this little area here. Now I like to polish it until it squeaks, and you'll hear it squeak in a little minute or so. On the container it tells us to wait for it to develop a haze, but I'm a little bit, I don't like waiting, I'm too impatient, so I buff it out until I can hear that squeakiness. And I just turn off the cloth over and have a look at that. And that's just the first part of the shine. Hear that squeak? Can the camera get in there and see that? Now, we've just seen the first application. We've just used this. We've just used the polishing compound, the one in the brown, with the brown label. I'm now going to finish it off by using the burnishing cream. Now, as we've seen there, that shine looks pretty good. In fact, some people might say, why do I need to do any more? You might decide you don't. But if you want to get the perfect finish, this is what we do. We apply the burnishing cream, number 2. Now, as I put this on, I'm going to create something that is akin to a French polish finish. In fact, it's so close to looking and feeling like French polish that you probably, in some cases, wouldn't know the difference. In fact, I always thought that I could tell the difference, being an antique dealer, but I must say that when I saw this in action, when I was over in America and I saw them using this, I couldn't tell from the finished product whether it was French polish or not. It was so close to French polish. So let me just do it. I'll buff it out here, once again, till it squeaks. And there's the shine, even better than when you first saw it. Notice I'm just doing this centre section, so all around it still remains dull. Now have a look at that. That, ladies and gentlemen, looks and feels like French polish.